Hello, everybody. We are back with another video today. I'm doing a bit of a more fun prediction between Tucker Carlson and Anthony Fauci. I'm not entirely sure if this will be the matchup in 2024, but I decided to make it a little bit of a lighthearted video today. Before I begin, please make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We have just recently surpassed 400 subscribers, so I'm incredibly grateful for that, and I'd like to thank everybody who subscribed. And now we're on to 500. Once we reach 500, we'll be able to make community posts and make polls for you guys to answer, and I think that'll be really cool. So, those are another perks that come with getting to 500. So, make sure to subscribe if you have not subscribed already. Let's get right into this video between Anthony Fauci and Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson and Anthony Fauci, both interesting characters within their areas. I think that Anthony Fauci would most likely run as a Democrat, given that he's definitely been much more supportive and loyal to Biden than he was under Trump. And he's definitely had a better relationship, and at this point, he's become much more of a center figure in the Democrat policy positions. So, safe Fauci states would be the West Coast as well as Hawaii, the usual safe Democrat races. Not so much Colorado, because if you recall, or if you haven't heard about it, Jared Polis, the incumbent governor of Colorado, Democrat, but he said that he essentially declared the pandemic over. Most people in Colorado are not facing any health restrictions. He doesn't have the approval or the positive view of Anthony Fauci in Colorado. It's not particularly well. He's mostly just liked on those West Coastal states and the northeastern states. Although Tucker Carlson, regardless of his actual policy positions, is seen as more of a fringe Republican figure. However, when he's in a general election against Anthony Fauci, it could go a bit differently. And also Anthony Fauci, very good politician. So public perception at the moment could be different in 2024. However, it's all based off of what it is today, and at the moment, Fauci's not too popular among the American constituency, although I think he'd be pretty popular in the Northeast. Safe Carlson states would be, in my mind, going through here. I think that you could actually add on a few states to Tucker Carlson of Iowa and Ohio. I think that especially in those areas, he's pretty popular in the Rust Belt, in the Midwest, has that, I guess, somewhat type of appeal among people there, and that's kind of like his whole appeal. Working class, talks about the trucking industry and how that needs to be supported with an increase in robots doing the jobs of ordinary people, and I do think he has that support there, while Fauci has more of the support in the Northeast, West Coast, in with regards to health and COVID, I guess. I don't know. Likely Fauci states would be, let's take a look. I think that it would be Maine at large and New Hampshire would be likely for Anthony Fauci, as well as the state of Virginia. I think he would win there by a likely margin. However, I'll leave Colorado out because I think that it could narrow up. Likely Carlson states. That would be Maine second, as well as Texas and Florida. Florida has been able to have a significant turnaround under Ron DeSantis. It's become a much more Republican state. Obviously, Florida has also eased pretty much all of its COVID restrictions. It's no longer in a pandemic mode of any sort. Texas, same thing with Greg Abbott. And they are popular among the constituents there, and they've been able to do a good job consolidating support. Carlson would be able to use that in his favor. Lean Fauci states would be Nebraska second, popular among suburban women. That's one suburban area in Nebraska that kind of translates to the East Coast, Northeast. Minnesota would be lean Fauci, as well as the state of Colorado. I would consider that a lean Anthony Fauci state. However, New Mexico would not even be lean in my mind. Lean Tucker Carlson states. I see this being Wisconsin and Pennsylvania, and the state of North Carolina would all lean to Tucker Carlson, as well as the states of Arizona and Nevada. That pretty much gives him the presidency of 281 electoral votes. He's very popular or has that significant appeal in the Rust Belt, in the working regions of the country, and I see him being able to win over there pretty well, leaning those states in his favor. Now we'll head into our tilt states. Tilt Fauci. First tilt Fauci would be Georgia. I think that would tilt in his favor. And I also think that the state of Michigan would tilt in Anthony Fauci's favor. However, I think that Tucker Carlson would be able to tilt New Mexico in his favor. I think that you could see a shift in New Mexico. Remember, it went Republican not too long ago for George W. Bush in 2004. It shifted pretty far to the left. Since then, however, 20 years from now, we are seeing a bit of a bounce back. There was a relatively close Senate race in 2020. And if you remember, Gary Johnson was the governor from that state. and he's a libertarian, not a Republican, but it is vulnerable and prone to shifting, and Carlson, I think, could be able to pick it up. That means a very close election, 286 to 252, but Tucker Carlson ends up defeating Anthony Fauci in this matchup. I did do one between Rand Paul and Anthony Fauci. Now I'm doing one between Tucker Carlson and Dr. Fauci. So yeah, please tell me what you think of my picks, of my calls in the comments below. I'm very interested to hear what you all have to say, and if you would call anything differently. Once more, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are on our way to 500 subscribers, so go ahead and subscribe. And with that, thank you all so much for watching, and have a great day.